Hey everybody, my name is Nathan Walby, and I'm the creator of Visual Musical Minds, but I'm also a music teacher who's been dealing with all the craziness that we've all been facing this year. So, over the summer, I thought to myself, what could I really do to help out music teachers as we approach this new year with all the challenges we're going to face? And one thought that I had was to develop a body or a collection of musical pictures that we can all access and use when developing our own lesson material. So I went through my videos, I tried to take out as many pictures as I could, I turned them into transparent PNG files and put them all into a Google Slides document so that anybody could access them, copy and paste them, and put them into your own Google documents or Word documents or PowerPoints. And I called this file the Everything file. So you can access this file by looking at the link below. And if you need some help in how to use this document, you can continue to watch this video, and I'm going to explain how it all works. Alright, so now I'm here with the video holding the link to the Everything file. But before I click this link, I want to point out a few things. The first thing I want to point out is that I am signed into a Google account. You will need to sign into a Google account to get this to work, so make sure you do that. I also want to show you my Google Drive. Now this is a new account I created for this video, so my drive is totally empty, but that's about to change. You, along with having a Google account, you also have a Google Drive, and that will change once you click this link as well. So now let me go down to my link. Your link will look a little bit different, but here's mine. I'm going to click it. The first thing it's going to say is make a copy of this document. In order for me to access all these pictures and to be able to use them in the way I want to, you are going to need to make a copy. So I will make a copy of this document. It's going to take it about a minute or less to download all these pictures into my Google Drive account. But we'll see how that works here in a second. There it is, the Everything file. Now I can jump back to my Google Drive. There it is. Now it's appeared. And it says the copy of the Everything file. So this now is my own personal copy. I can do anything I want to it. I can change the pictures, I can delete slides, whatever I want to do with it. And if I ever want to get it back the original way, I can come back here and click it again and make another copy of the Everything file. But I don't want to do that right now. So now I'm here at the Everything file. I want to point out that this is version 1.0 right down here. I can see the version, I can see what date it was made, but as this file gets older, it's going to be updated and more pictures are going to be added. So over time, you may want to check back to see whether the latest version is the same as the version that you've made a copy of. I can also see at the top in the title, it's going to have the version number. So if you're ever confused about what version, see what version you have and compare it to what my latest version is. Alright, so how to use this document? The first step is to make a copy of this presentation. We've already done that. The next thing is to copy and paste from this presentation into your own lesson documents to create your own instructional materials. Now, I've tried this in several different programs. It seems to work really nicely in all of the different Google documents. So whether I'm using Google Docs or Google Slides, this will copy and paste very nicely. It also seems to work with Microsoft Word and with PowerPoint, but I've noticed it doesn't copy and paste into everything. For example, I've tried to copy and paste into Adobe programs, and it wouldn't copy and paste into that. So there are some programs that this will copy and paste into, some programs it will not. You'll have to experiment to find out more about that. The next thing is you can use this to create your own online music lessons, visuals for songs or backdrops for videos, and you have permission to use this pretty freely. You can share this with anybody you'd like. You can make your own copy and then share that copy with your own students if you'd like. But you are not allowed to use these images for commercial purposes. That means that you're not allowed to use this to create worksheets that you're selling to other people, or to create videos that you just intend to sell. But if you make videos and put commercials on it, that's perfectly fine. But just try to give it out freely in the same way that I'm trying to give it freely to you. And then should there be an image that you would like, or you see a correction that you'd like me to fix, you can click here, and this will open up to a Google form, which will allow you to fill this out, and that will send it straight to me so that I can address those needs. Now let's look at the content. what we see here are a lot of different rhythms. Each one of these are a standalone picture that I can easily copy and paste and to put into another document. I have the simplified Codai. This is the system I use when I make videos, but I also have beat-centered Codai, where the underlying words are different. If you're a Gordon teacher, you have your syllables represented as well. Or if you're a Takadimi teacher, we have the Takadimi system all laid out for you to use. We also have unmarked and unboxed, so you could add your own system to this if you would like. Now we've got musical staves and symbols. We see all of this is movable. All of this has transparent backgrounds so that you can easily move your clef right across here and make it look just perfect. You can take your time signature, move it up here, and create things just the way you like. I can resize it. I spent a little more time with it and make it look nice, but you get the idea. Let's go on. We've also got key signatures. I can have either one flat, or I've got them in groups of 2 or 5, up to 5. I didn't go beyond that. So this makes it easy to write. And then my staffs, these are all connected. So the treble clef now is connected to this staff. So you don't always have to build them all up together when you're using this. You may just want to use this instead of building it piece by piece like what I have right here. Let's move on. We've also got score text. Now these are all pictures. This is actually not text itself. So you can drop this in just as a picture. Same with all of this. And I tried to make it look like what the score text is really supposed to look like. Now you notice a lot of empty space because there's a lot of text that I haven't added. You can come back in later versions to see all the additions. Now to the notes. We have notes of every color. If you've watched my videos, you'll notice that I like to use a color system for the notes, and that is represented here with every possible rhythm that I think a kid might need in elementary school. But we've also got the black note version of all of these, should you only want to use the black notes. All right. We've also got keyboards of many colors. Each one of these is a standalone keyboard to give you a lot of choice in what you want to create. You know, you are the best person in knowing what's right for you. In this slide, we've got select key layouts. So, for example, I'm making an assignment and I want my student to be able to identify what this note is. I can now select that image. Or I may want to select it like this. Or I may have an instructional need where I need it to look like this. So there are a lot of different reasons that we may need a certain picture, and I tried to add that all right here. We can try to go through here and select these. They do get a little bit crammed. Sorry about that. We also have a way for you to draw your own keyboards. So here, every key is a standalone picture, and you can lay out your keyboard any way you wish, whether with black and white or with a color system. This can be a great activity for students. If you want students to become more familiar with the keyboard in an online classroom, they can lay out these keys themselves. We've also got the staff in colors. So here I can tell by the colors that I'm using that this is obviously the treble clef because it has that low E at the bottom, the yellow. Here's the turquoise, so this is obviously the bass clef right here. I also have a standalone line to help students understand that mysterious middle C. Now we can teach it to them visually. We've also got some nice images here just to help students visualize how the entire keyboard system works. So I hope you have fun with that. Next we have solfege hand signs, and we have them in multiple different skin tones so that you can represent your students with the hand signs that you've chosen. We've got some videos here that'll link you to some of my videos. We've got the color bar system. Now here is an overarching view of the color bars, and here it is with their letter names, but we've also got each one of these color bars as an individual picture. In this, this allows you to be able to create things like this, some visual notation. So if you're teaching a song, especially online, and you want kids to really see the contour of that vocal line, you can write it out like this, and it's a lot easier to follow, especially for young children, than using full notation. Now you notice some of these are larger. I make it larger. So feel free to manipulate the picture however you need to get your point across. Let's go on. We've got recorders. So I have got my blank recorder right here. I've got all my fingerings laid out separately if you'd like to do something like that, but I've also got everything pre-made both with the letter name on the fingering and without, in case you would like to quiz students about what that fingering is. And finally, we've got movement icons. So I was getting at the bottom of the barrel here, but if you need to show kids to clap at a certain section or to snap, to be able to slap their legs or to stomp their feet, we've got at least some pre-made pictures for that. And over time, hopefully this will grow and develop into even more pictures for you to use. So all of this is the everything file. You can use this for your teaching, you can use it for fun, you can use this to create your own music videos that look similar to my videos. So however you want to use it, I hope that you can find great use out of it and have a lot of fun doing it. And that's all.